Good morning, Sean from S.Talk Radio and S.Talk.com, your favorite supplement store out there. If you haven't fast forwarded, you know exactly from the intro of this video what I'm about to talk about. Muscle Elements 212, which is their thermogenic fat burner. Had the pleasure of receiving a few samples from those guys and wanted to do them some justice by talking just briefly about them. Hopefully I won't bore you too much, as this is my first video log and I'm in between hamstring sets right now, so a little oxygen deprived. Anyway, first thing I just want to say about Muscle Elements, if you don't know these guys, get to know them. Just a nice bunch of guys. Had them on the radio show about a year ago, literally a month, maybe 6 weeks into their product launch. And the other thing, on top of being just a great group of guys, had the pleasure of meeting Eric Tomko over at Arnold. Again, super nice guy, can't say enough about him. But the one thing that's very important to me and seems to be important to a lot of people out there, their products are full disclosure, open label. So what does that mean? Basically, you know exactly milligram for milligram on what you are getting in the product. So there's nothing hidden, there's no prop blends. You know exactly what it is, and hopefully helps you make a better educated decision on if you want to try that product or not. 212, about 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is my sweet spot. I'm kind of stim sensitive. Obviously, if you're more of a tweaker, more tolerant, then go for those 2 caps. 400 milligrams, a little much for me. If you don't feel anything from there, then obviously you probably have a caffeine problem, and the hell, go for 3-4 caps, but you didn't hear it from me. Anyway, my litmus test with trying the effectiveness, or utilizing the effectiveness of thermos and fat burners, my cardio sessions in the morning are 30 minutes on average. Treadmill work, about 4 to 4.1, 4.2 miles per hour. Kind of a brisk walk. And most thermos fat burners hit me at about the 10 to 12 minute mark. Start sweating, a couple of beads of sweat, whatever it is. With 212, got that first bead of sweat at about the 8-minute mark and started getting definitely wet, sweaty at the 10, 12-minute mark, so I know this stuff was the real deal. I know it's kind of a weird litmus test, but that's how I know if any thermos fat burners go past 12 minutes and I'm not feeling anything, then out the window you go. Anyway, so after my treadmill work, did some chest. Definitely a smooth acting, not a punch in your face kind of thermo. Definitely felt alert. Definitely felt warm, but again, that could be my treadmill session. But again, just was not feeling the jitters, was not tweaking, just a good, smooth burn. Probably worked out in total about 2 hours. Felt good. Probably rode the high for another, I don't know, maybe hour, and then I started coming down a little bit. Not a crash, but definitely as my body cooled down, definitely knew the product was officially wearing off. But anyway, I just want to, as always, say props to Muscle Elements. Another great product. We'll definitely be picking up a bottle of this as I am cruising into, most people are bulking up. I'm actually trying to lean out as I have a trip coming to Barbados for Thanksgiving. And even though it's with my family, I definitely want to look good for pictures and everything else that's out there on Facebook and Instagram. But as I ramble, I appreciate your time, everybody tuning into this. Again, definitely look into Muscle Elements. Download the radio show that I did last year with them. And if you meet any of the guys, tell them you heard about them from Sean at S.Talk. And again, can't say enough about these guys. I appreciate your time, and have a great rest of the week. Work hard, work smart.